Do you have a host of excuses for when it comes to including healthier foods into your diet and exercise? I know I do. How about being a martyr, trying to help everyone? Well, holistic health coach Jocelyn Farah comes in to help us deal with all of those issues. Here is our conversation.
Oftentimes they know who they are, very knowledgeable, very brilliant, very ambitious, overworked women. Oftentimes I call it, they are women who are martyr. They have the martyr mentality. Black women especially are prone to that martyr mentality.
They do
Women
everything.
who have,
We do everything.
yes, yes, because, and they lump us and they tell us, you know, you are strong.
Oh
And
my
we
God.
are strong.
Listen, where that is concerned, honesty, I like it and I don't like it. Because people would come up to say, "You're so strong." And I'm like, I hate it sometimes because you don't want to be told you're strong. The connotation with strength is that you have to carry too much, and so it's too heavy. And then again, you know why you're strong because you've been able to carry yourself through so much. So yay and nay. And most of the times it's
Yes.
nay. It's just too much. It's a lot. It's a lot.
And we have to learn to give ourselves the permission to say it is too much. You know, we need to set our boundaries. We need to know that, and that's where we use this term a lot these days, self-care and self-love comes in. Where you have to, I like to tell women, you have to learn to take yourself from the back burner and put it to the front and center of your life.
And you have
So
to
that
you
you
have to learn to say no. And we
learn to say no and love using the word no.
Yeah, because we
It's
feel
easier
the
said than
martyr
done, but
syndrome,
it's possible.
the martyr syndrome, because we feel we have to help everybody and
Exactly.
we have to do everything. And granted, many of us in the situation where we, like it or not, have to do everything. You know, it's hard to face it, but life throws us lemons, and we try our best to make lemonade, and it's hard. But anyway, go ahead.
Yes, it's difficult. It's a challenge, and even in this, because this is part of the message that I want women, especially, to know that even in the midst of the challenge, even in the midst of the trying situation and the circumstances that you're in, you still can get to enjoy a fulfilled lifestyle. But you have to be able to know who you are and to truly harness what is around you to help you to enjoy that lifestyle and to add to know your worth, to know your value. Because if you don't know that, then you will always be looking on the outside. You'll
Yes.
always be putting other people ahead of yourself, you know. So that's part of the things that I do to help women to find that confidence to say, no, it's time for me now.
And not
To
only
set
that,
some boundaries.
Jocelyn, the fact of the matter is saying no, being able to take time for yourself. Because many of us, we do, and we don't realize you giving from an empty cup. You cannot give from an empty cup. You have to be filled up. You can't give people
Exactly.
money and you don't have. And it means the same thing. You can't give love if you don't have any love for yourself. You can't give other things if you don't have it for yourself. So you have to take time for yourself, get to know yourself, and that's where you come in, Jocelyn, with the wholeness.
Because there are a number of excuses women bring up. The first thing women say is, oh, I don't have time. Or when we come to talking about eating healthy, oh, eating healthy is too expensive. And
But
all
it
this might
is.
be true.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, it is. But expensive in comparison to what?
The medications you have to buy later on.
And not only that, you just start the medication, yes. You're robbing your children, for those who think that they're helping their kid. You're robbing your children of having a mom that is a little bit more calmer, that can make better decisions for them, that can give them a healthy meal. You're robbing them of the time, because when you have the migraine, when you have the kidney stone, when you have that
the diabetes, the heart disease,
that diabetes, all you are you're not only robbing yourself, then you're robbing your loved ones. So these are things that women really need to think about and make the sacrifice earlier. And it's not even a sacrifice, but make the necessary adjustments. And that's why I come in really to help them to realize, that there are tools that we can use. Like simple thing like being, for some women who complaining now, COVID, and it's true that they're home with COVID and they still don't get the time. But a simple thing as maybe just staying longer, taking a shower, bring some bath salts in the shower, get some Epsom salts. You don't have to be anything lavish or expensive. Get some Epsom salts, put yourself in the shower. If you don't have warm water, take a kettle, heat it up, get a bucket. We're going very basic. And stay a little longer there.
That's what we grew up with.
Exactly. And I want folks to realize no matter what your situation is, no matter where you are, you can still find that time to do you, to be fulfilled.
So when you talk to your clients now, and you're coaching them, so you're coaching them first of all to take time for themselves. You also bring in diet into it. What are some of the main issues you've seen? Okay, you're in Trinidad, close enough to Grenada. Most are of African descent. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. And the women that come to you, what are some of the main health issues that they have that you have to help them with?
The main issues, the most women that come to me, it's to deal with weight loss. Sometimes the doctor might say, you have high blood pressure, they say the diabetes, all those. I hardly get diabetic patients though, but mainly it's for weight loss. And so what I have seen is that a lot again has to do with the women limiting belief. Okay, talking about food expensive, not having the time. And so what we sit and do is we look at the schedule, we look at the type of food they're eating at present, and then we go through it. So it's never about, for me, in health coaching, we have this term which we call crowding out. So what we do is a lot of times they may come with a diet sheet which says you can't have this, you can't have that, avoid this, avoid that. So what I do is that we sit now and we think about, well, what do you like? What are some of the foods that you have available? And we start with what they may like and what is available. And we begin to crowd out the things, the type of food that may not be suitable for them. For instance, most of them don't like exercise. And I know that because I don't like it too. So we look at what do you like? It don't always have to be, because a lot of time folks think, I have to go to the gym. So women are waiting on this special clothes for the gym. They're waiting on the money for the gym. They're waiting on the shoes to go walking. A whole host of excuses we love to come up with. And so we really walk through these excuses and say, but what do you really like to do? What is the first little thing you can do? And I love to start off with stretches.
So you deal with the mind, the body, the spirit. That's what you do.
Yes.
And you're dealing with different people. How do you take care of you? How do you take care of yourself?
I'm big on myself. Because if I don't take care of me, I realize that I wouldn't be there. I would be of no use for anybody. And I'm a coach. I have to set the example. So I have routines. I have morning routine, I have night routine, I have midday routine. Simple routine for me sometimes it's just saying, you know, Joss, it's time to take a breath, get in alignment. And I get in alignment with my breath. I like to use this thing and I share it with people. Align, alkaline,
The water that you drink.
and remind.
Sorana Mitchell, Sorana Mitchell, Sorana Mitchell, world.